A warm welcome back to Attingham Park for episode 12 with me, Mr. Sealy P. It's the next day, the day after the day before. Ah, blimey. It's 9:52. There's a reason why time has moved on a little bit. I finished up my job for Attingham Park, the estate. Road is now open again and running smoothly. I didn't end up, my prediction of 400 bales was all off that first section where I got 102 to start off with. I thought, okay, well, yeah, I'm easily going to get that again off that section because I had a load more to do. Then two more sections, it's going to be 400 bales. I ended up with 204 in total. And it took hours, which I knew it was going to. So, yeah, it took a while. I'm up at the store, but what you saw was I also put in through the biogas plant 146 of those, not by midnight, but 146 of them have gone in. By midnight, enough had gone in that you've just seen the payment. I got over 100,000. Fantastic. So we're up at the store now because I've just leased a couple of bits of equipment for today's job. Today's job is the massive carrot harvest. So what we've got is supplied by GB. We've got the Roper Panther 2. This is the root crop version that is available here in the Atcham area. And we have got the RRXL 9x45 carrot header. 4 meters wide. That will all be going over and we're going to get with the carrots. But before we do that, you probably just saw a glimpse of it. The Land Rover has been up here at the workshop because there have been some parts come in, some modifications for our Land Rover. I'm absolutely over the moon with this. If you've seen my mod reviews, you'll know why. Firstly, look at that. Look at the tyres. They're not as narrow. They look wondrous. Look at it. It's awesome. We've also got a galvanised back, like a tub on the cover. And we can go for wooden slatted sides if we want to. The straps still work when you open it. The tailgate comes down. That back bit opens. I just think it's wonderful. But then I'm biased. I just like them. So we're going to take this back over and we'll have a look at the bale situation because I need to put some more bales in. But what we're also going to do is I want to show you, I alluded to this in the last episode but didn't end up showing you. I had done a little bit of, what's the word? Come on. Landscaping was the word I'm looking for. I did some landscaping. So let's get that going. I really have got to use my indicators more. So what we're going to do is head up here. We're going to cut cross country like we always do. So like we always do. I'm just unfortunately, and I really hope this gets transferred over to 22 like at the start, because this is one of my favourite mods because I just love it. And this transformation to have these changes is not too little too late. It's it's here. The modifications have been made and I just hope that gets moved over to 22. It's wonderful. So yeah, the bale situation was crazy to say the least. I went a little bit, went a bit bonkers. I'm thinking about maybe putting another bridge in, but I don't know. Who was it messaged? Somebody messaged to ask why I'd put the bridge next to the Ford, because there's already a Ford there. Oh no, lucky they haven't got out. Look. Close. Did something come up with green then? Oh, it's the straps, wasn't it? Oh yeah, wonder what that was. And now, in my experience of the many Fords I've come across in the countryside around where I live and around the English countryside, generally speaking, there will be a bridge next to a Ford. The Fords, generally speaking, predate the bridges. by a long way. But what often happens is, because there's a natural crossing point there and the road normally leads to that point, the bridge will be put in, because if the water level of the river is very high, or the flow is a lot, if there's been a lot of rain and there's very strong current, then people would use the bridge instead of the ford. That's generally why you find them next to each other. Obviously there are a lot of places where bridges are just built because that's where you're going to build a bridge. I'll see if I can get around the edge here. I didn't want to really drive over the carrots, but so yeah, I was thinking maybe a little bit further along, maybe I could put one. It's just creating shortcuts just to make life a little bit easier for getting across and around the places. There are still areas I need to get to that are over that side. If we go to the livestock market, we have had complaints about the campsite. We may find that we are going to be shut down by the local council. Environmental issues, noise pollution, it was kind of, yeah, potentially, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully not, but you never know. If not, we'll just take it back to an angling club, and I still own it. Our field here is ready to harvest our soybean. That will be happening very shortly. I'm just enjoying driving around. So when we get to the biogas plant, you will see we've got 58 bales left that need to go in through the biogas plant. So I'll be feeding those in over the course of the day. They've just been put there. How much have we got in there? Oh, nothing at the moment. So I can stick a load in now. I'll get those in. We have had our silo upgraded. So our silo now will take a lot more stuff. I made a mistake when I was feeding the cows last night, and I put straw into the mixer, which turned it to pellets immediately. Then the actual silo wouldn't take the pellets back again. But I think now we've had it upgraded, it should do. Now this is what I'm talking about, another shortcut. What I've done, I gave myself a little bit of a kind of ridge. We piled some earth up here, put a small bridge in over the fence. Now it's not perfect, but for what we need, we've got a little shortcut into the yard. I thought it was awfully clever, but then that's just me. So what I'm going to do now is grab one of the tractors there, put all the pellets there, but I think I can probably get away with putting those back now. We're going to park up the Land Rover. Everything's fed, watered, and should be okay. I think we'll back in. Oh, is that not just a thing of beauty? Look at that. So yeah, I'll get the tractor and trailer over. I think I'll use the larger tractor so we've got a bit more oomph. Then we'll get the carrot harvesting gear over, and let's crack on with this. I know the thumbnail's tongue-in-cheek, massive carrot. It's a massive harvest, not the carrots are massive. I know I think I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago, and it made me kind of like a small child. It made me giggle to myself, and I thought, oh, that would be an interesting thumbnail. I know. Simple things. No, it does work. It's not too steep. There's a little bit of a bump just off the front, and as long as you go slowly, it serves a purpose and it does a job. I'm very happy with it. Right, so I will see you momentarily. I'll go and grab the sugar beet harvester. We'll get that over, and let's get these carrots out the ground. I will then need to move on to harvesting field. Why can I still not remember the numbers? Field. It's under 40 or 41 of the soybean. We can get the soybean sold, the carrots sold, and then we're going to be moving on to pigs. Yes, I want to put the pig pen in. That'll be coming soon. Coming soon to a farm near you. I probably should have got a header trailer. Only because I say that the view from inside not so good. I suppose I could unfold it now. Although I don't know if I'll hit the bridge. I have got it on turn steer. Actually, that's not too bad, is it? Right. What we need to do now then is switch to that. Let's open it all up. Can I see that opening? Not really. Now, this capacity is still the same as the standard one. It's only a 30,000 litre. And I think we're going to get a few litres. Quite a few. Actually, I haven't even looked to see. What is the carrot price at the moment? 24. Carrot gold. Probably not. Carrots. Sunrise Bakery, 277. That's about the best price. 260 and climbing at the hotel. Maybe by the time we're done, the price, if it's gone above 277, 261, it's climbing. We'll take them to the hotel. There's going to be a lot of carrot soup sold at the hotel. Let's send it on. And let's get cracking on the carrots, shall we? Like it was when I did the onions. This is my first carrot harvest. Oh yeah, we're going to get a lot. Oh, blimey. Probably should have gone the other way around because my pipe's going to be sticking out the wrong way. Maybe we'll get the full... Oh, I don't think we are going to get the full length going the other way, are we? So doing that bit of forestry yesterday and then doing the bit of silage work and getting paid overnight has enabled me to lease. I mean, this is 19 grand to lease, I think, for the actual harvester, and then 4 grand for the header. So I'll tell you what though, you see the orange, look at that going through. Proper carrots, look at that. That's fantastic. Oh, I like that a lot. That's seriously well done, isn't it? So as long as we cover that anyway, I mean, I've got the money. I got it from doing a bit of wood chipping. I got it from doing some silaging. So, you know, we'll make the money anyway. We were going to sort of see whether or not the carrots will be a profitable crop, in that the yield will be very high. It seems to be pretty good at the moment, I think. Oh, there we go, we did manage to get to here. What I'll do is try and run a couple of strips up and down, and then we'll go end to end. I suppose that's probably about as good as we're going to get with it, aren't we? What I should be running, actually, thinking about it, is we should be on... Oh, where do I need to go? Hang on. I can't remember what it is. Toggle steering mode. Crab steer... No, crab steer right we want, don't we? So as we go forward, it swings the back out that way. That's what we want. Well, that's not going to help too much with the tree here, is it? We'll have to knock it back for the time being. Once we're past the tree, we should be alright, shouldn't we? Yeah. There we go. Always feels very strange going like that. Excellent. Now let's see if we can put that on. Yield. Again, that's going to be soil type, isn't it? It's not wonderful. It could be a lot better, couldn't it? Oh well. Can't do a lot about that now. We're nearly at our 30,000 litres, or at least our first 30,000 litres. I was going to ask for predictions for what we were getting out of here, but in all honesty, my predictions of late have been way off. Right, let's head back. Can I turn here? Without going in the river? Just about. I love that. I love that orange in the back of there. It looks great. Right, let's get a worker on that. And let's whiz off and get the tractor. That's going to be full in a second anyway. Smiling again like a small child. Sun should be coming out soon. A nice bright day. So I reckon 30,000 litres, one run round, not even a full run round. I reckon we could get, what do you reckon, 500,000 litres? Or is that pushing it? 10 runs round would be 300,000 litres, but every run round we do will get smaller. 400,000, do you think? What I need to do is that and that up, that and that down, at least this time round anyway. I might be better off actually putting them both down. Oh, that is a fantastic animation. Look at that. Loving it. We are going to be backwards and forwards, aren't we? Actually, let's see now, because I just realised I said about my silo being updated. Does that silo now take carrots and stuff as well? Does it take all the additional crop types? It did say it took almost everything now. Yes, it takes carrots and onions. And it takes pellets now as well. Which means I could actually store these, couldn't I? Whereas before I had them all in a heap on the floor. And that was, well, I mean, it wasn't horrendous to get them out, but I can then hold off until the price comes right up, can't I? What are we looking at now? It's still saying 261. At the hotel. I think I will. I think what we'll do is we'll do a few more strips up and down, and then we'll that's crazy, and then we'll go lengthways, and then yeah, I'm at 400,000. Do you reckon we'll get 400,000? And then it'll be back to rinse repeat with regard to lime and nitrogen. We'll get that sorted out, and then I've got to be careful here. I don't want that disappearing off into the river, do we? If that disappears into the River 7, no, slow down. I think we might be alright. I think what I'll do, once I can get a work going on this, I'm going to bring the harvester over, and I'm going to start on the soybean field as well. As you've already seen, I've put some more bales into the silage clamps, into the biogas plant, so we'll get those cleared as we go today. So then tonight we'll get another payment. I don't know if it'll, I'm trying to think, because it was part payment, it was still processing stuff we'd put in there. I'm not sure how much we'll get at midnight. But 204 bales we put into the biogas plant works out at 800,000 litres, doesn't it? That's right, isn't it? 4,000 litres per bale, 204 bales, yeah. Over 800,000 litres of silage. Although I still need to look at the digestate situation if we can find somewhere to sell it, because we have got, it's not going in a straight line because it will still be processing. As far as that goes, it's still going up 549,638 litres and climbing of digestate, which is absolutely mad. Well then, as it seems at the moment with every job I seem to pick to do, this is going to take a while. But then again, this was, like I said, massive carrot harvest. We knew it was going to take a while. Is it worth me hiring another harvester? No, I'll just get it running. Like I say, if I get the harvester going at the same time, maybe I can bounce between the two crops as we go, potentially. If I do one load of carrots into the silo, then we'll do a load of soybean, then a load of carrot. The trouble is, I think the carrot harvester is going to fill up a lot quicker than the soybean one will. But we can work around that. A bit of multitasking never hurt anyone. Very pleased indeed. And the question is, do I keep some of the carrots towards pig food? Because it could be that the pigs will take carrot. It's a root crop, might as well. I still haven't put the potatoes in the ground up in field 36, have I either? I need to lease a potato planter and we'll get the potatoes in the ground. I meant to do that. I got so caught up with doing all of the jobs I completely forgot. Okay. Plenty to be getting on with them while this is being harvested. Although I might plant those in... Do I plant this in the next episode? Doesn't I don't think. I'll give it some thought. Are we going to hit 30,000 litres before we get to the end of here? I think we possibly will. I'll just have to swing it round. Oh, no, maybe we won't. We might hit 30,000 as we get to that corner. Right then. Fun times ahead. I've just done my 4th unload of carrots. The harvester is full again. Both harvesters, unfortunately, this time round have filled up at the same time, which hasn't happened yet. I've done 2 full loads off of the soybean harvester, so this will be the 3rd, so that'd be 37,500 litres. And the carrots are up to just over 200,000 litres, and I'm about, I want to say halfway, or maybe not even halfway. So my estimate of 400,000 litres could be quite a way off. But as you can see there, it does need ploughing. So on top of my liming and my nitrogen, I'm going to need to plough it in amongst all of that as well. So I wanted to cultivate that one because that will need a plough. This one I'm going to need to cultivate, and hopefully after midnight, well, I probably don't even want to do it before midnight. I can probably afford to buy the cultivator now, the one that I was going to get. The Mantrid one. Frustratingly, when Mantrid made that, there was a DJ Gohan version and there was a Mr. CDP version that had my logo on it. And when it was submitted, Giant sent it back saying that those logos had to be removed. That would have been cool though. I know it happened a while ago, didn't it, with was it Maya Family Farms? The guys did the skid steer loader, Miss CDP green with my logo, and again that got refused, so it's a pity. I suppose if I was playing PC a lot more, or if I was playing PC at all, I could use them, because if the modder makes them and sends you the file, then you can, you can use it. This is a very, I know I mentioned it before, this is a very slow unloading harvester. But yeah, we're doing alright. Is it worth me getting it now? I know I used it once already, didn't I? But yeah, I think I will. Let's buy ourselves a cultivator. We're going to need it. That's a disc harrow, isn't it? Of course it is. Because it was harrowing, wasn't it? There we go. That's what we want. Depends what I want. Oh, don't want chrome grey. No. Yeah, that'd be right. Oh, I like that. Design colour is for the discs, and I want them to be a bit lighter, I think. Yeah, we're going with galvanised on that. Wheel brand, why can't I get to that? Oh, that's odd. There we go. Trelleborg, Michelin, miters. You know what? Go with miters. I think I might just leave it unbranded, really, because it's our own kind of green, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go none. We'll have beacon lights, yes. Spotlights, yes. And signage. Well, we are in Europe, so I suppose European would be best, wouldn't it? 125,700. Let's get it. I will go and collect that later on. Right. So what I'll do now is I'll take that and put it into the silo. I'm putting everything's going in the silo for the time being, and then we'll sort out where we're going to take it to, pay-wise and that kind of stuff. Because I'm finding the carrot harvest is filling up so quickly, and because I'm doing 2 harvests at the same time, I haven't got time to be gallivanting off across the countryside to sell what I've got at the moment. It was different with the onions. I shouldn't have put those on the floor, but it is what it is. Right, so we're on course for probably 500,000 litres then, not 400. Fingers crossed. 154. Both fields are cleared. Both fields have been, well, actually, say both fields have been. Field 40 has been cultivated. Field 41 has been ploughed. There you go, cultivated and ploughed. They have both been limed. So if we go across one and go to our pH levels are looking fine. So it will just be the nitrogen once I decide what crop I'm going to put into the ground. I did think about maybe doing sunflower, not on both though. But again, I'll give that some thought. Right, so carrots are all in. I said I thought we were going to be looking at about 500,000 litres. I'm going to actually put this just under here, because we are going to take our first load. The price did come up at the hotel. The price at the hotel is now sitting at, for carrots, 279, so it's just gone above the 277 that Sunrise Bakery were offering. So we're going to take it to the hotel. The soybean I am going to take, we've got that sell point actually at the caravan park. The Verkauf Jobby. That's not what it's called, but my mind's gone blank. And they're paying out, well, we've got 1143, 1234, 1206. That always pays out 1386, 2235. Yes, at the Verkaufshaus Gross. That one. Right, stop the engine there. We have got a little bit left in the harvester, which is looking a little bit worse wear at the moment. Let's go pipe out. If we get this just at the right angle, we should be able to unload the last 3,603 litres of carrots. Oh, you probably just saw the total. Well, that was the total until I put this in, of course. So our total for carrots came in at... Oh no, I had it down there, so it probably didn't. 523,602 litres of carrots. Now, I might keep a little bit of that. All of the bales are now in at the biogas plant. They're all being processed. As you can see, that is ticking up still. We're up to 601,000 litres, nearly 602,000 litres of digestate, which I will be looking at, yeah, further down the line. Let's go pipe in. So this will need to go back as a least item. I did put the straw pellets back into the silo. So I guess what we're going to do now, we're going to head up and sell some. So what I need to do is, like I say, decide on what crop I'm going to put in the ground. I need to seed all plants with my seeder and planter. The cultivator worked absolutely brilliantly. Does need a bit of a wash, to be fair. And then once I've got those in the ground, then I will do my nitrogen levels and I'll sort that out. I might do that off camera, or like as I often do when I do my videos, I might do a little bit. You might see at the start of the next video a couple of little clips of me just doing those jobs. Not that anyone doesn't believe I'm doing them, but just to show that I am. There's nothing nefarious going on. So what do we have in storage? Got a little bit of barley, that's for the chickens for feed. Nothing really. 58,141 litres of soybean, that's what we ended up with. Oh yeah, that's what we ended up with, soybean. Atomic ration we've got in here that I made up a load. Wood chips. Oh, I still had about 140,000 litres of wood chips in storage. I've got 152. Again, not a huge amount. 187,000 litres of silage for total mixed ration. Hay for total mixed ration. Straw for total mixed ration. A little bit of manure because I bought too much. Straw pellets, carrots, there we go. So we'll take our first 52,000 litres off and see what we get paid. I'm going to go the shortcut again. We'll go across the fields are both now cultivated and ploughed, so I can drive straight across those without worrying about crops. I haven't been running. Someone asked me actually recently, what do I do with regard to crop? Do I run with crop protection on? You know what? I always used to run it off, and because it was like, well, I avoid going over the fields anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But then I had a couple of incidents. I think one was on the Stone Valley. It was one of the ones where I was doing a massive harvest, and it was taking me hours. Talking of hours, that AEB that I used in the last episode Hang on just 1 second while I just cough to death. Thank you for your patience. That had over 9 hours on it when I finally got rid of it. Or say got rid of it, when I gave it back. 9 hours it took me to do all of that work. And that was mostly all off-camera stuff. That was crazy. But yeah, Stone Valley, I was doing, I think, the big silage harvest, and it was taking a long time. And it was getting late, and I was tired, and I think I ended up driving through a crop by accident. I just wasn't paying attention. There might have been Big Daddy or someone else message to say, just turn it off, you know. I mean, generally speaking, most of the time, as you've seen, like when I drive around the sides here, I do have it turned on, so I could drive straight across the field and it wouldn't matter. But I still won't, and, you know, in my head, but I've got it switched on so that if there is an accident, if there's a mistake, if I turn too wide or too sharply, or which, you know, whatever happens, I'm not going to end up making a mistake and losing crop. Now, I know that's not realistic, because in the real world, if you get tired, if you do something silly and you end up driving through your crop, you're going to lose crop, of course you are. So yeah, I don't generally, I have it sort of, so yeah, that's just the way I work now, but that's just me. But while we're on the drive over, I want to say a massive thank you to, haven't done a shout out for a while, a massive thank you to Andrew and Peter and John and Jeffrey and David and Tony and Greg, and Stephen and Scott. Thank you so much for your continued generosity and support of the channel. It is very much appreciated. Off the back of that, I also want to thank every single person that has purchased some form of Mr. CDP merch. I know I keep going on about it. It's kind of new to me. It's newly launched. I'm trying to get the word out there that I've got now merch available, but I'm also really excited about it because this, in my opinion, there's some really cool stuff that I've kind of put out. In the last 24 hours I have just added some lines to it which have got some farm dog related things on there now. We've got some farm dog approved apparel, which it says. I think we've got a sticker, we've got a zipped hoodie, and there's a t-shirt which has my logo, and then on the back it's got Farm Dog's face, Farm Dog's actual face. I took a picture and then sort of converted it, made it into a usable picture, and it says Farm Dog approved. So if you're looking for something farm dog related, unfortunately they don't do like plushie. I thought if I could get someone to make a farm, I mean, how cool would that be? But yeah, so there's some farm dog related stuff along with other bits and bobs. So I'm going to continue to add to. Like I say, it is all new to me. I'm not really kind of sure how and what I'm supposed to do with it all. I know that it has been mentioned, someone spoke to me recently about Black Friday, and will there be Black Friday sales on the site? I think that is something you can set up. I was watching Jimmy Broadbent, one of the YouTubers I watch regularly, and he does short run things. So he'll do like a limited edition thing. So he'll do a design or a logo or a picture or something, and he will only have it up on the site for maybe a month. So it becomes a proper kind of limited edition thing. So I thought about, I could maybe do some different designs and do something like that. You know, it's an option. I could if I wanted to. So yeah, I'm just kind of toying with it all and sort of see where we go. We want... It's down here, isn't it? It's the first time selling at the hotel. Is it in front? Is it behind? It's behind, I think. Like I say, the hotel's going to be buying a lot of carrots. 500,000 litres. They're going to be making a lot of carrot soup. A lot of... It could be for Sunday roasts, I suppose. There we go. They're going to do a lot of Sunday roasts. And really pushing those carrots for the Sunday roasts. Let's see what we get for a full load. It's not going to be mega money. And if this is 50,000 litres, 52,000 litres, we can times it by 10, roughly. Because it'll be about 10 loads to get rid of it all. So that'll give us a rough idea of what we're going to get. 14,000 times it by 10. So about 140, 145,000 we'll make from the carrots. Does that cover the leasing cost of the carrot harvester? Well, I think we were into it for a second hour as well. So yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, I think if that works out about 35 grand, I think, all in. 20 grand for the initial lease. The header was for, yeah, so 40 grand, 35, 40 grand. So if we make 145, we're going to be still up 105 grand on the whole situation. which, as I often say when I'm doing these things, I know in game you kind of think, oh, that's not a lot of money if I want to buy a £500,000 harvester or whatever. But if you earn 100 grand in one sale of one crop type in the real world, it's good money. It's very good money. So, carrot harvest is done. I'm now going to spend a bit of time selling all my carrots. I'm probably going to sell the soybean as well, so our money should go back up again. It went down because I bought the Harrow Wing, our cultivator. Next episode we are going to be focusing on pigs. I need to get those fields harvested, seeded or planted, and I'm also going to get a potato planter, and we're going to get potatoes in that field 35 because 36, whichever field it is, because I keep forgetting to do it, and so I'm going to get the potato planter. So we'll do some potato planting, we'll get the pigs sorted out. Like I said, I might keep hold of some of the carrots. The sheep are doing really well. I came down and cleaned the feed area out. I brought the telehandler down. I've piled a load of bales up there for their feed, so they won't run out of feed anytime soon, but the feed area does need cleaning out every now and again. We've got one full wool pallet already and another on the go. Am I going to have more sheep? Probably. It's not like I've got a shortage of bales. We have got plenty to keep a load of sheep going in here, so I don't think we're going to have an issue at all. With regard to grass, chickens are doing okay. I could add more to them as well. They're not expensive. And cows, I think, we'll kind of add maybe 5 at a time or something. We'll gradually increase the herd, I think. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. So, as I was just saying and then carried on talking, that's the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We got the harvest done. If you did, if you're still enjoying the series and you want to see more, give us a thumbs up, please. That'd be lovely. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.